Hi, in this video I will show you how to put together this Thankful Turkey card, which is an SVG file from Simply Crafty SVGs. So these are all the pieces of the card. It's not that difficult, it's a step card, so what we need to do is fold it this way. So what I usually do is kind of mountain fold these, and then fold this backwards. And just get it folded like that. It just takes a little patience and then get a good crisp edge on it. So and then it can sit up when it's open. So I'm going to put it aside for a minute. We're going to work on, this is the back, this is the fan of the turkey. So actually let's do that really quick since that's simple. So we're just going to go ahead and layer these. So just go ahead and center it. You can put it lightly, and then I'm just going to make sure that it lines up. If it's a little bit off, it's not a big deal. It's a little curved on that bottom part. And we're going to do this. Again, center it, and you see it's a little curved, so you kind of go with the curve. If you don't put glue too close to the edge, you should be fine, but you can pretty much center it up here. Then we have that back part done. So with the Thankful, we have three pieces. We have the Thankful that's cut out, and then this brown piece has the A you'll see through, and then that'll make up the middle of the A. So let's go ahead, I'll flip that over, then we'll just glue this. Just make sure if you're using textured paper like I am using American Crafts, that you go ahead and make sure you put the texture side down if you're like this, because you want it to be up. Okay, and once you get that on, you just carefully add glue to the edge here. I usually don't go too close to the edge, and a fine tip applicator with my art glitter glue works well. Just make sure you get a little dot of glue on these little pieces that hang down so they don't flip up on you. So we'll just line that up. Make sure I get it in the correct way here. So you don't want it to be like that. So I'm going to start getting it lined up on the bottom. Since I didn't go all the way to the edge of the glue, I have a little wiggle room to get it lined up before I apply pressure. So there's Thankful, and I'm going to put a little at the very end. I'm not going to do it here, but I'm going to probably put a couple little enamel dots or something there just to give it a little bit more dimension. And then now let's go ahead and put the rest of the turkey together. So I'm just going to flip it. And so you can see it easily, because I have black against black. I have this big black piece, and that's the one we're going to put everything on. So the first thing you want to do is size this. I was having some issues with one of my cutting machines, so the eye didn't cut right, but it's the machine. I tried many. It's kind of got a notch out of it. So we're going to go ahead and fit it in there. I suppose we could have layered it first, but we'll just do it one at a time. So if you're doing this, it might be best to layer these two first and then glue it on. Then I just flip it over to make sure. And I didn't care about the whether I had the texture side up on this side, because it's not going to show, but this will. So I'll just put that on top after. Then we have this next. You just keep the glue away from the openings, it'll be easier to place. I'm just going to line that up on the bottom there. Just kind of jiggle it around, make sure that I get it in line with that white piece. If you're off just a little bit, it's not going to make a huge difference. And then let's go ahead and that and that. So we can put the feet on. So you want to add a little glue here. Just line them up. What's nice about having that black background, if it's just a little bit off, kind of looks like a shadow per se, but it helps guide where you're going to put things. So this is probably the most time-consuming part of the card. There is a layered version if you want to try to do a little print and cut. But I preferred the layered because I like the dimensions. Let's finish off the face here. So you have options here. I can make sure it's flipped around. You can put it wherever you want. You could put it, I tend to like it higher. You could put this under. And I separated them because somebody might want to do it different, or they might want to flip it over or something like that. So what I'm going to do is just add a little dot of glue there. This is called like I think a waddle. So I'm only doing it at the top. I can glue the bottom later, but because it's going later, I just wanted to, it's going to be overlapping a little bit. You see that you don't need glue all the way at the bottom there. And then just gonna, I want the red to show just a little bit, and it would look good higher too. Originally I was thinking higher, but I made it lower. That little glue on my fingertip. Then it kind of looks naked because we need to put the hat on. So the hat is two things. So it'll go like this. I have to make sure I get the texture side up. So this is a little, it's little, but I tried to make it a little bit bigger. But it's not the same if you don't have the buckle. And then we go ahead and place the buckle and the little hat band on the hat. If you hear something kind of weird, we're having a little bit of wind right now where we're at. And then we'll place the hat on here. You can do a little pop-up too, but I'm going to pop up the whole turkey head. Not the fan, though. I mean, you could do the fan too, but... So there's the turkey. So we should be able to see it now, so we can get rid of this green piece. So it's just a matter of putting it together now. So this just centers right here. And you could use this card for other things. So if you were just to use this, the card base and these right here, you have another step card to use. You don't need any. You could just put any embellishment you want on the front. If you want it to fit into an A2 envelope, just make sure you don't make it bigger than this. But you could make this anything. It could be a Christmas card. That's why I like generic. I don't like, when it comes to card, I like to make generic designs that you can use for multiple occasions. I mean, this, you know, if you need a birthday card, just pop this out. You know, obviously we have birthday cards too, but if you want to make something different, because you already made those, you can just pull this out, just take the panels, and you don't even need the thankful, put your own little sentiment, maybe add flowers or you know, birthday cake for a birthday, or just birthday candles. I mean, we all have probably a ton of images that we can use depending on the machine we use, things we purchased, and all that fun stuff. So that's the fun thing, just mix and match. So these, I'm just centering all these in their sections. And then we'll go ahead and add this. So this is going to overlap. I purposely didn't make it shaped exactly the same way, so you could use it for other purposes. So this is how it's going to go, like that. But we have to add the thankful first. So we're just going to glue this. I don't do a lot of Thanksgiving cards, so I thought it would just be fun to do one. And then I'm going to center this. So I'm just going to add glue to the middle of it. Boy, it's windy all of a sudden. That seems like it came out of nowhere. I'm in Arizona, so right now. And if you do like our projects, I'd ask you if you could give me a little thumbs up below, and or subscribe if you haven't already. A lot of people have, and I'm truly appreciative. So last thing, I'm going to actually pop this up. So we're just going to have it go like this, so it looks like it's overlapping this thankful, going over the edge. So I'm just going to do a little piece like this. Determine where I want it, kind of center it with the center of this, and then just go a little higher. I don't want it to block the thankful. I went a little bit low, but that's okay. It's crafting. Nothing's perfect. Then I'm going to add a couple little white things on the eyes, white accents. I didn't do that one the best. But again, just crafting. And this is jelly roll. I mean, obviously you don't want to screw up when you get to this point, so you could do this early on, just to do it on your get the white layered and then do them. And if you mess up, then you can always cut another one out. So, and there it is. Fits into an A2 envelope, and it's pretty fast to make. I had fun doing it. It's cute. I'm going to send this one out, and I hope some people get some use out of this. I want to thank you for watching, and until next time.